Hey y'all, Bobby Lovell again here today. Time for another Sunday Funday video. I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. You know, we are in the middle of rodeo season. They just last week wrapped up the Cheyenne Frontier Days, the daddy of all rodeos. You know, Gail and I spent 2 years in Wyoming. I was running a Christian camp and retreat center up there, not 75 miles from Cheyenne, but we were busy the entire time that Cheyenne Frontier Days was going on both years that we didn't get to go. So I've still got on my bucket list to go watch at least one time the Cheyenne Frontier Days rodeo and be a part of all the festivities that they've got going on up there. We've got the West Texas Fair and Rodeo coming up quick. The South Plains Fair and Rodeo is coming up pretty quick. Other little rodeos are going on. So it really got me to thinking about rodeo season. And I've shared about the rodeo grounds being almost in my yard there when we grew up in Bayard. And shared about Walt Garrison bulldogging while he was also playing for the Dallas Cowboys there at the rodeo grounds in Bayard. But being in rodeo season, I got to thinking about another story I wanted to share with you this week. You know, at rodeos now, of course, we all love the bull riding. You know, you got to admit, you love the bull riding. You love the intensity of the bull riding. And now the bullfighters come out with their intensity and, you know, spend the time trying to make the jump over the bulls and dodge the bulls and stuff. But, you know, right now, a lot of people love to go out and they love to watch the mutton busting, you know, where kids get a hold of a lamb and hang on and let the lamb run as far as they can. But when I was in high school, it was a different thing that all of us participated in. You know, if you were in 4-H or FFA and you had a project animal all across the Callahan County, you came to the Bayard Rodeo and you participated in the calf scramble. Now, if you were participating in the calf scramble, you know, there would be 15 or 20 of us high school age kids on one end of the rodeo grounds. And there would be only about half as many calves on the opposite end of the rodeo grounds. And these calves, you know, they're less 80 to 100 pounds, 125 pounds maybe. And when they would tell us to go, all 15, 20 of us would run down, dive into the big middle of those calves, come out wrestling a calf. You had a halter with you, get the halter on the calf's head, then you tried to drag that calf all the way back to the end that you started on. And if you were successful in doing so, you then later on showed that calf in the next Callahan County livestock show in the next February when we would have that. And it was funny to watch that going on because, you know, here I am dragging a calf and you've got 3 or 4 kids just waiting for that calf to break free so maybe they can tackle it and try to win it because there's not enough calves for enough kids. And so it was a fun thing. It was a lot of people enjoyed that. It was just part of the rodeo. But another part of that rodeo was when we would take those calves and we would show them in our livestock show because all of us had other animals that we spent our time on. I raised lambs. I showed lambs at the county stock show. I took them to Fort Worth and some other stock shows. And so I focused on my lambs. I didn't focus on a calf. And so when we tried to drag those calves into the arena at the livestock show there in Cross Plains, it became another rodeo oftentimes trying to show those calves. You know, just some fond memories of some things that we used to do. I know they kept the calf scramble for a long time, but it got to where, okay, if you were raising lambs, you got X amount of dollars. If you're raising calves, you got X amount of dollars to go towards your project animal to use for the expenses there instead of making you show that calf in another rodeo at the next livestock show and rodeo. But it was a lot of fun just watching that go on and being a part of that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And remember, y'all be sweet. I'll be purty. I love you, and God bless.